What's up, guys? So as most of you will know, I'm going up to Edinburgh Fringe this year, and tickets are now on sale. I'm going to be over the Hootenannies at Apex Hotels on Grassmarket 4th through to the 20th of August. I've got two I might even be there now, actually, depending on when you're listening to this. But either way, I've got two shows. I've got a solo show at 4:30 p.m. and I've got a compilation show at 9 p.m. every day. Both shows are at the same venue. All the links and all the tickets are going to be in the description wherever you're listening to this. Come down. I really appreciate it. I'd love to see you there.
We fucking paid money for this! Yeah, I'm up at you, mate. Top off, and I think you're hard in Salford, yeah?
Baby's rapping. He's rapping. He's doing a rap. What the fuck?
No! I didn't do anything! I'm not going prison!
That might be the most fucking intelligent thing
I'm
you've
genuinely
ever said.
serious, though.
Listen, it's 4 of you. 4 windows in here. No good. Going through them windows.
You're the first guest ever that I've had to adjust the camera settings for because of how fucking pale you are.
And he wore a white top as well.
It's not a t-shirt, it's
I'm gonna have to colour grade this.
It's my skin.
I'm gonna have to colour grade this so that you don't look overexposed. Do you know how ridiculous that is?
I didn't think of that, you know. I was ironing my white t-shirt, you know.
I don't think it's the t-shirt that's the issue.
Yeah, sound.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you.
Appreciate having me, yeah.
How you doing?
I'm really good, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good.
What a time, yeah.
Watched Mrs. Doubtfire this morning.
We just recorded an episode before you, and it ended on the most harrowing
non-story.
We read a Reddit post where a guy was a nonce, and Liam's been warning me as well for the past 4 weeks.
He's been like, so he gives the guest a choice of these Reddit articles, and he has been for weeks.
Articles. He's so old.
Oh yes, I saw an article on
Guardian.
Reddit about a father being a nonce, and he just literally gives them the choice. Everyone skirts over that one, and each week I've thought, why have you? That's going to be a bad one, that lad. So when it was just us, he felt like he was in a safe space to read it, and it was just do the run, do the run, do the run, do the run.
I feel like this episode's going to be terrible for audio listeners.
Fucking get them YouTube numbers up. Watch it. Just checking that camera's on.
Yeah, it is on. Don't worry.
Right, innit?
We've
yeah.
I was in Blade.
We share experience with you in the fact that we've both done unconventional gigs with you.
Oh, the one in Runcorn.
I've done a 50th birthday party in
mate.
Runcorn, just me and you. And yous have done a wedding together, haven't you?
We have, yeah.
But that one in Runcorn was
I had to improvise and pretend I was an elevator at one point. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I was just like,
And it was
it's going nowhere, this gig. It actually, I was like, I'm going somewhere.
It was real.
All right, but give me some context because I wasn't there. What?
Where were you, Karl? -1. Fuck this. Just got off. Liam's like that. Come back, please. Did you not know it was Matt Downey? Was it?
Yeah, it was Comedy Loft House.
Comedy Loft House, yeah. So they got me and Liam to do 20 minutes each.
Yeah, and it's Matt Downey and Adam and Ward do Comedy Loft House, and when we got there, it was just Matt. I was like, oh, where's Adam? And he was like, Adam didn't want nothing to do with this.
It's not common here. It's just me and you guys.
That's when you know it's a bad gig, when Adam Anwar doesn't want anything to do with it. I've done gigs for him in fucking the most horrific pubs in Wigan.
Do you know what, though?
Where a Russian lady tried to fight me.
Oh, I was at that gig, yeah. But no, I will give Comedy Loft House that. I enjoy their gigs because they're some are a bit
doesn't
mad,
mean they're good.
But
I enjoy
usually
them.
a good turnout, and you can fucking
definitely
because
good
the entirety.
yeah, they were all there. For
it was. I think it was a themed 1980s or something. Yeah, everyone was dressed as
What was the theme? Racism.
everyone was in blackface.
Yeah. When you blended in there, lad. Yeah. Got that white wall, or
That's why they bought two.
please.
Everyone was in fucking neon. Glasses and big hair. Some people were dressed like the Scousers in trackies.
It was like the jockey in Shameless.
Yeah.
Honestly, mate, it was like fucking Frank Gallagher. Have you never watched Shameless?
I have bits of it.
Yeah, it was just rough ass estate. It was just
we walk in and it's just you're out of touch.
You're out of touch.
Like just blasting, and we're like, where's the gig? And it's in here.
So what? Yeah, you walked in the room. The bar was there, dance floor were there, and all the chairs. And then above was there's a few steps. What went onto a pool table and a snooker table. They were out of order.
And then above that, was the corpse of the last comedian that died there.
Yeah, just like that. Are you awake? Cold. This guy's really cold. But yeah, no, we got to the gig and then we said, right, where's the stage? And he was like, oh, I was just going to put out these stairs here. And I was like, what stairs? It was just like them 2 steps on it.
Yeah.
And then we had to I don't think he even introduced us, did he? I think he hid.
He MC'd.
Did he MC?
Well, on paper, no offense, Matt, but he just wanted to get the fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Collect the money and run. I've got these two knobheads to fucking do the graph.
Take the money and run.
Yeah. Right. And he just got up, he introduced Karl, and luckily Karl went first. So I got to like... Karl didn't know what he was getting into.
That was
At least I got to know.
You got some experience of like, this is what I'm in for.
What I was getting into.
It was in Runcorn. So I just thought, have you ever seen 2 pints like a packet of crisps?
Yeah.
So I just started quoting that and just observing it, and everyone was like into it. Like,
it's all they've got.
For a little bit, I was like, oh, I'm going to smash this. And after that, I think everyone was like just loud kicking off. And I think the guy's birthday, it was his daughter, like organised it, and she was a proper scally, weren't she?
Yeah.
There's so many times she come up, took the microphone off me, and he did it at you at some point, and she just went, listen, we fucking paid money for this, so sit back and watch.
Oh my God.
This is my dad's birthday. And I'm just stood there going, yeah. Liam?
What she said.
But you know it's all a fucking like, how can you look like you're in command of a room when you've had to call the reinforcements?
She didn't even call her over. She just took charge herself. She just went,
she was scarier than them.
Yeah, she literally was.
And she was on our side.
Everything she said, I was going... Listen to her quickly. And then she'd sit down, and then honestly, 30 seconds later, and I was just going, Jesus Christ, and she'd just come back up again and just going like, are you listening to me? Like,
oh my God, nothing ruins the setup to a punchline.
Literally, I was just
scally
like...
screaming. One of the maddest ones I did a charity gig, and the guy that was bringing me on, it was so ridiculous. It was one of those ones when you're dead new, you just say yes to anything, and it was 20 quid.
When you're dead new, I say yes to everything.
It was 20 quid. And like, we just fucking, this guy put the post out and stuff, and he said, we're doing like a charity thing, like a fundraiser. We're after comedians to do like 15 minutes. It's 20 quid, but whatever. Like, and it was like fucking 5 miles from my house. So like, I was like, right, I'll go do that. I'd only been going like a year, and I got there, and they got like a band. They had a raffle. They had a buffet. They had all sorts of shit like that. And this guy that was like hosting it, he was like, bless him. He was lovely, but he was a bit mad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he was a bit slow, and he was just a bit of an odd bloke. And then he went up. Like, the band sort of were on when I got there, and they're sort of like doing their thing or whatever. And I'm just sort of sat at the back. And at the time, I'm sending videos to Beth. Do you know what I mean? I'm like going like,
I'm on in a minute.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this gig. And do you know what? I might even try and find it, because I messaged Beth, and I'm like, so, as he's about to bring me on, the band's gone off to go and get the food or whatever, have their break. And then he's gone up and he's gone, right, ladies and gents, are we about ready for our comedian? Silence in the room. And he's like, looked to me that like, I'm miles away from the stage at this point. It's a fucking enormous room. And it was one of those where they've got like a dance floor in the middle, and everyone's sort of sat around the perimeter of the room. And he looks towards me, and I'm stood right at the back. I feel like I'm thousands of miles away.
It's me.
It's coming in a minute.
And so he looks to me and he goes, "Oh, I suppose I've got to get them warmed up, haven't I?" And I was just, I went like that. I was like, as if say, just get
off.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. Like, it's fine. I'll sort it when I go up there. And he's gone, "Oh, I'll do a rap." And no word of a lie. He just starts rapping into the mic.
About what?
I had no idea. He was doing like
oh, hear it.
He was just like doing like an Eminem song or something, or like fucking something.
Oh,
like
someone
that.
else's material as well.
And he just starts rapping, and I was like, "What the ever living fuck?" And it's just like if there wasn't already silence in the room, then it would have taken over the room. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just like you could hear a pin drop while he was rapping. Everyone was like, "What the fuck's he doing? This is just some random old boy that no one knows," and just started rapping. Fucking, and he went on for ages, like way too long. And I sent the video to Beth. This is what I mean. I was like, "Baby's rapping. He's rapping. He's doing a rap. What the fuck? What's he doing?" And I try and find the video in a minute, because it was like 3 years ago now. But I sent the video, and then as he finishes the rap, he just goes, "Anyway, please welcome Aaron Wood."
Oh, no.
Just go up.
So you're just up, and you're like,
"What the fuck?" And I just sort of went up, and I just sort of had to half like MC it. Like, they weren't going to listen to any material, but like I couldn't even take the mic out of the stand, because the band had like fucking wrapped all the cord around it, and it was one of those ones where it's screwed into the stand and stuff. And I was just sort of like, so I just had to stand there, which is so alien to me.
yeah.
to not be using.
New as well in comedy.
Yeah, so new. And I was, oh my God, it was just
You can't even blame
absolutely
the audience,
horrific.
can you? Because it's like, they don't want, like that 50th, they don't want us there.
Yeah.
Why are we there?
The fact that he finished his rap, I could just picture him outside just going, "It's all right, that." Just get back in for comedy now.
Yeah, you've been waiting for that
it's just like-
opportunity.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got one
Got
shot.
them new bars in.
What
The whole thing, yeah. 3 minutes. Timed.
I did a gig once at it was in Wales, and you know when you just like you don't know what to expect. It's a new gig, brand new, first night, and I didn't look at nothing on Google Maps first. Didn't look at like the location, and as I get there, I realise I'm pulling into a caravan park, and I park up, and I go into the room, and it's like a Havens or a Butlins, but like the scally version of that. Now, bear in mind, Haven and Butlins is fucking scally, so imagine a scally version of that, and it's just fucking nanas having a tea. Do you know what I mean? Just packed, just like. But there's a mix of people, young up, but they are not gonna pay
Where was the
attention to
caravan
comedy. I want to say Rill, because the guy who was
it
running
Mould?
the gigs. It could be
'Cause I
because
did
it's
one
that
in
general
Mould.
direction. Was it for Side Splitters? They're not going there.
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I did one in Mould that was
Yeah,
just
no,
as horrific.
comedy fucking nights are the best. aren't they?
You remember those ones?
Big cheeks.
Tell me about yours and then I'll tell you about mine.
There's
'cause
not
mine
much
was
to
like-
tell, man. Other than that, it's just the environment of like
Yeah.
you are. They just want to listen to Agadoo and fucking dance a bit after the roast dinner.
Agadone, am I right?
They just don't
Spread it.
Mine was horrific. So I went. It was in Mould. It was in. I actually got a Facebook memory to that. It's a couple of days ago because like the person I was on with like put like tonight's office and was like took a picture of the room and I just got shivers down my spine. Went up and it was just awful. Absolutely fucking awful. It was a free event that they'd put on in this caravan park. No one gave a fuck about it. There's kids everywhere and everyone was just fucking bombing. And again, I was like fucking 6 or 7 months in. I was so new. And I went up and like I say, everyone's died, but it just is what it is. You're all in it together sort of thing. Beth was there and everything. Fucking horrific, man.
Especially early days when you're like, come see us, babe.
I did that. Gigging Bootle once.
Bootle, yeah.
Mate.
Was it a Hughes
I was
one?
meant to do, yeah, it was.
Yeah, okay.
I meant to do 15 minutes and I did 7.
Yeah.
And I said to her just before I went, record me. And she still got the footage to this day. But I've never watched it. Like, those are the gigs. Like,
That's going viral if you ever cheat on her, you know.
what, him? Like, those gigs, like, I remember the roughest gig I ever did. I was about 3-4 months in. I think I'd just done the World Series final. It was like 2019.
Weird flex.
They didn't win it. I just took part.
First loser.
Loser. But I was working at the Etihad at this time, and I was working with a guy. He just left, and then randomly, I got a phone call at work. It was like a week before Christmas, and he was like, "You all right, mate? My nephew used to work at the Etihad. He's called Jay." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I know him." He was like, "He says you're a comedian. Do you want to come and do?" It was a 50th as well. He was like, "Do you want to come do my 50th birthday?" I was like, yeah, son, yeah, definitely.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
though.
like, I was like,
I've heard this person's a comedian.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not? If you want one, go and look for one properly.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
just be like, oh, I know a guy.
But this was the worst thing. Like I said, I'd probably got 5 minutes. I've not even got like a solid 10 at that point. And he messaged me and went, "So how long can you do then?"
Still don't. Hey, am I
Yeah,
right?
really trying. Please book me. Aaron. Disorder. And I remember him saying, "So, do you want to do about an hour?" And I was like, "Oh, I've not got..."
I've had that. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck did he think? Like, sorry.
No, but this was the worst bit. I went, "Oh, I don't have an hour, you know." And he went, "We're going to have to work this out then, aren't we?" I was like, "What? Like, it's my fault."
Like he's gonna get his typewriter
Yeah,
out and
yeah, I was
start
like,
writing
fucking
bits
hell.
with you there
Like,
and then.
Get the fucking board out and that. And I was like, give me like a week and I'll just get a few comedians together. I got Dan Turner, Ben Silver, and James Heath. And it turns out this guy's a Salford ex-gangster. Rocked up to the, it was this shoddy-ass social club in Clayton. Don't do me in. If you watch it. Got
What was
there.
the address, Karl?
Yeah, plainly.
You realise you keep looking at the camera that's not on you, by the way.
Sorry.
You're this one here, bro.
Clayton is fantastic. And I got to this gig, and we're all stood there, and it's this family do. We walk in, honestly, the guy's scary, proper mean looking guy, and he's called Eddie, and he's like, "All right, lads, Just if you want a drink at the bar, just get to the bar, get some drinks, buffet there, and if you want a bit of a, just let me know when you go to the toilet. Yeah, I was just like, I won't go on the toilet even if I need a piss. And I remember he pulled out this wad, about $1,000 in cash, and he just like went, right, there you go, for like 30, 40 quid each, and I was like, 3 months in, 40 quid, yeah, buzzing. And then we sat
fancy pulling out $1,000 and then fucking only
giving
them
them
40 quid.
yeah, just giving that little slimmer,
slapping them across the
slimmer
face with the rest of the wad.
Yeah.
You getting more?
Was this before the set?
Oh yeah, this before the set. So we were
Right,
like, oh, we've got the
sweet.
money. So next thing he's like, oh, just take a seat, lads. Get, like I said, get a bit of grub, drink, and we'll crack on in about half an hour. And we sat there, us four, just going, what is going on? We sat with all his family, and this guy on one of the tables just leans in.
How do you know the Green? I don't.
This random guy leans in and he starts talking to us for ages. I think he's more talking to Ben. And then I think after about 20 minutes, he was like, so how were all of us related? And then Ben was like, no, we're the entertainment, we're doing the comedy. And he was like, well, you're not family? And we were like, no, we're not family, us, mate. And he literally just went, just got off, just walked off. And we were like, can't wait for this. The gig was like no lighting, like the mic, you had to stand next to the like DJ booth, and if you walked for any yeah, and you walked a couple of steps and it cut out. Said to the guy who was running the DJ booth, like, so can you like fix this, like, you know, because we need to go a bit further, getting the lights so they can see us. And he just went,
I just love the idea of you just
You're
leaning
not
on his
family.
desk.
can you see me?
Was he hype man in you in the background?
He just like that behind us. And I remember like one guy just standing up, just going, listen, it's 4 of you, it's 4 windows in here. If you're no good, going through them windows one each at a time.
Fuck off, is that true?
Yeah, genuine, honestly. And also we went, yeah, sound. But I remember Dan turning, bless him, he just went, fuck this. He went up, MC'd it. He was like, yeah, fuck it. Like, everyone knew like it's not going to go well, but he just went, fuck it.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's been toilet, he might have a bit of coke or something.
I didn't realise it was dancing. And
yeah,
that's what happens.
You know? And then Ben went on, did his set, just
I'd
got
love to
harassed.
see Ben in that environment.
I'd love to see the entire
He's
gig.
so
Yeah.
stupid though. Like, he's fucking great, but he's
Dead
so
silly,
stupid.
dead.
So like they're almost like
I didn't even think about that.
he's so like anti-jokes, aren't they? Almost like they are jokes,
Yeah.
but like to them sort of fucking idiots. So like, what's he talking about? Why is he talking about crabs? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just so stupid.
They just want to hear someone walking into a bar, English,
they
Irishman,
want like
Scottish
fucking
spoon.
ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam.
Yeah.
They want. They don't,
So
Got Karl going,
I'm just right, I didn't even have this material at that point.
they don't even have this girl.
Yeah.
If only you did.
He did, no, yeah, fucking still would have. But he went on, just got through it, and then James Heath went on like that, and there was kids running around on dance floor. I remember James just getting the mic, and he just went, oh man, just kids everywhere. I can't say this stuff. Put the mic down, got his jacket, and left. And I was just like,
what a fucking guy.
got the money as well, just confidently just walk past everyone.
Everyone will have been sat there like, is he coming back? Is it a
Knowing
bit?
full well that the 3 of them are getting lashed out of a window while he's on the bus home.
Karl gets thrown through twice just for James's.
Get brought
You
back in.
booked him, son.
No, I've already been through one. Yeah, you're going through for your mate. And I was sat there like, Jesus, just me left. And I just like managed to get through it, and then it was just leaving what was the worst bit. Like, they were all drugged up, and they were like stood right next to us talking. We're going, yeah, you know, that guy just doesn't know what comedy is, mate. He just gives up, mate. You stick to it, smash it, lads. And I was like, oh yeah, live it, Polo, you mate, yeah. I'm sorry, but like managed to get out there, and I'd never been so like intimidated at a gig. Where I thought I'm going to get leathered here.
I spoke recently, and I want to go back to the mold gig. I didn't end up finishing that, but I left the gig recently. It's already been talked about, but I left because someone threatened me, and I was the MC.
Oh,
Someone
recently?
threatened me in like the interval, yeah. And but it was already like an unplayable gig. It was fucking horrific.
Jeez.
And yeah, this fucking helmet came up to me and he threatened me because the show hadn't been good yet. And I was like, can't win them all, sort of thing. But it was like literally unplayable. The mic wasn't working. It was like nobody wanted the gig. It was all free entry. It was full of fucking scallies. Everyone was talking. It was literally not a playable gig. It was fucking awful. And I just went back into the program and was like, I'm getting off.
What I love about that, though, is you tell that story like, I got threatened at a gig during with the violin, so we all go, oh, poor Aaron. But really what happened was it was a shit gig, and getting threatened was the best thing that happened to him because he got the excuse to fuck off with the money in his pocket.
Yeah.
It still happened. Anyway, that mould gig that I was talking about, so we all went up, remember, Caravan Park?
Yeah.
All went up, everyone's dying, and I've gone up and I've just bombed as well. It is what it is. Fucking can't do much about it. I was way too new to be able to deal with that.
Just got to accept it, haven't you?
that sort of room. It was fucking awful.
This is comedy.
And as I've walked back...
This is the dream.
As I've walked back, I've gone to sort of sit where Beth was sitting. And it's an interval right after me. So it's gone. It's one of them where you have to announce the interval yourself as well. There was no MC. You're just all going up. So I just sort of said, right, there's an interval now. Thanks for listening. See you later. And I've just sort of got off and I've gone to sit next to Beth. And there's a woman behind Beth, and she's going like that to me, like shaking her head and just sighing at me. So I just went, "You all right there?" Yeah. And she goes, "Well, it just wasn't very funny, was it?"
Jesus Christ.
And I just went, well, it's not a lot my bad, I guess, but yeah, sometimes it just doesn't always go the way you want it to. And she went, well, it's just not good enough.
Like it's an assessment.
Yeah.
I'm marking you.
You'll get better because of this.
She went, it's just not good enough. And I don't know what you want me to do about it. And she was like, well, like I say, it's not good enough. Like, I've not found you funny. It's not good enough. Like that. And I was like,
fuming.
In the end, I was like losing my, because in my mind, I was like, right, you've not enjoyed it. That's fine. Sometimes you can't win them all. It is what it is. But also, what are you doing?
Did she think that would make you funnier?
Yeah. Did she think that I was going to save the gig now? Like,
Yeah.
everyone's been shit. It's a horrible gig. It is what she can't compute that. So in the end, I kind of half lost my rag with her. I just went, well, how much did you pay to get in? And she went, nothing. It was part of the complex. And she went to say, but that's not the point. I went, well, don't worry about that. You've not lost anything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, baby.
And she got
claws,
up,
baby.
And she went, I'm not having this. And she stormed off downstairs, went to go and speak to the manager, proper Karen. And she's gone to speak to the guy. And we were getting paid for it as well, which is the more horrific thing. I don't even know why. It was just awful. Like, if they'd have put the money into actually making the gig good, it probably would have been all right.
You wouldn't have been booked.
Well,
No, you wouldn't have been back then. You're just starting. That's the point I was making.
I'm more meant about the sound
Right,
system,
you.
but whatever. Yeah, what's he doing, Karl?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Arsehole him.
Activity.
Yeah, he's a dickhead.
Dick on the table.
But as I went downstairs, because I said to Beth, I was like, right, let's just get off. She's a dickhead. Fucking let's just leave. And as I've gone downstairs, she's talking to the guy that I had to go and get the money off. And the guy's just dead behind the eyes, just listening to this woman fucking rant and go at him like that. So I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I've gone downstairs, and her husband stood with her at this point, and I'm stood behind her with Beth, and she's screaming at the manager, going, we've just been up there, and the guy's just started giving me loads of abuse. Like that. So I was like, what the fuck's happening? And then she turned around and seen me, and she went, that's him there. And her husband's turned around and he's gone like, what happened up there? And she went, oh, I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to look at you. And she stormed off, right? So the husband says to me, he goes, what happened there? And he said, she didn't find me funny. And she started having a go at me for it. I don't know what to do. Like, it wasn't a great gig and I didn't do great. But yeah, she started going mad at me for not being funny. And he went, mate, honestly, she's fucking like this all the time. So he backed us completely.
Like a hostage the
Straight
second
up.
she's gone, like...
He backed us completely, right? And it was probably the best thing that could have happened, because the guy, as she stormed off for the husband, like, he went, she's like this all the time. Sorry to you, mate, to the guy behind the bar. And he said, sorry to you, just fucking ignore her, whatever. Because he hadn't seen the set or anything, because he'd gone downstairs at this point, because it was that bad of a gig. He was just like, I'm going drinking downstairs. So he didn't even see me. And then I've turned to the guy. I've got paid. And as I'm leaving, she's sat in like the bar area telling everyone that wasn't at the gig what just happened. So I walked past and I was like, see you later. Have a great weekend. Hope you enjoy your stay. See you later. And I've walked out and just started laughing with Beth.
Money like that.
I actually broke it down with Beth, because I was like, that's ruined their entire weekend. Because she's never letting that go. She's going to talk about that in the caravan with him. He's going to be sat there like, oh, just let it go. He hates his fucking life because she's so angry at
It's not just that, though. She's got that desire to make everything revolve around her, so she's the centre of attention.
Yeah.
We've got something like that in us. That's why we go up on stage. But at least we're fucking channeling it and not forcing it on people who don't want it. Oh, yeah, we literally are. That's literally all we do.
But she was so angry, and I remember it so well, because like I said, I said to Beth,
watch me podcast.
That's ruined her entire weekend. She's telling everyone that will listen about this interaction that never needed to happen.
But it's not, mate. It's made her weekend. Because she's
now she has something to talk about. Yeah, of course.
All weekend.
Because realistically, nothing happened. I just had a bit of a shit gig. I just didn't go over that well. And then I didn't say anything to her, except it's like, oh, my bad, yeah, sometimes you can't win them all. And then she started going, it's not good enough, getting really annoyed at me. And I went, well, how much did you pay? Yeah. She said, nothing. And I went, well, you've not lost anything. Don't worry about it. And that was me being a cunt. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's ruined. So she just wanted to be angry. Nothing I would have said would have helped.
I think
But
because you
also,
didn't.
who the fuck do you think you are? You've turned up to your shit caravan park where you pay fucking 300 quid in site fees per year to stick your shit fucking
and then the
Land
husband hits that
Rover
bit
in.
and goes, what's that about the caravan, mate? I thought, right, the comedy's one thing, we don't slag off my caravan.
The night before, she was giving it to like the 5 tribute act. Do you know what I mean? It just fucking keep on moving. Yeah,
Just standing at the stage going like that.
But also, you are in a caravan park where it's always shit. It's always shit. It's meant to be shit. I went to a caravan park in France, and one of the highlights was the tug of war. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I stayed in
Usually that though, isn't it?
No, it's not. It wasn't at all. But that was the highlight. It's shit caravan park entertainment. It's bingo. It's a kids mini disco. It's every shit fucking bit of entertainment you've ever seen. We're meant to be shit.
Yeah,
we are.
Like, do you think at this fucking
just the self-reflection.
do you think at this caravan park where you've not paid any extra money, they've put on a lineup of fucking the best comics in the country?
I know.
Of course they booked
Manage
open
your
micers because you've not paid anything
Yeah.
extra. The same way they've not paid anything for decent tribute acts. It's always shit.
Yeah.
The fucking morons.
Did you get paid, did you say?
It was like 40 quid each.
Should have
There
just
was like
waved
4
that
of
money in her
us.
face and got like £5 notes. So you had 8 £5 notes and made it look big and go.
Okay.
And then her husband just goes, yeah, I feel your pain, mate.
Speaking of like fucking shit entertainment and stuff like that, you're the only person I think I've ever heard of who's. I mean, I know you're from Salford, but
That's
Manchester.
horrible what you just said, by the way. He went, speaking of shit entertainment, you're the only person I can
Directly
think
at
of.
me.
There's a
And then
point
it cuts
to it.
off. I'm like, Rick, you there, him?
There's a point to it. Like, you're the only person I know of who's like, everyone wants to be in fucking Manchester. It's the city where everything's going on. Manchester. You were like in Manchester and you fucked off to Blackpool.
Yeah.
What happened there, lad?
I know it's shit. innit? Thank you, babe.
You did it for love.
You're still looking at the wrong camera.
You said that one.
No, that one.
That circle blinds me.
Best thing is that you
Look towards the circle, though.
What? You want some? Yeah.
I love how he
Does that
went,
camera live in
that
Blackpool?
circle. What, the ring light? We've had to make that more yellow so you don't look so fucking translucent.
That's the thing. Blackpool gets a bad rap, though. To be fair, like
Right, it does because it's shit.
No, I mean I know I've just slagged it then, but I've been on.
Oh, you had one good day there.
Mate,
Wind your
I've
neck
been
in. It's
on.
the most
I've been
deprived
fortunate
town.
enough
Yeah, a
to
day.
have city breaks. Like since September, I've been to Barcelona. Since September, I've been to Barcelona, Milan, Lisbon, Amsterdam, Cork in Ireland, and Blackpool
but
is
sound.
arguably.
When did
up
you go?
there. When the sun was shining, mate. When the sun's out,
Was it
you get
recent?
why it's, yeah, like
Yeah,
a couple
cheers
of
for
weeks
message,
ago.
mate. Looking at the right camera now, aren't I? All right, Liam.
But mate, when the
Stop
sun's
coming on the
shining, you get why people like fucking go there on holiday.
Yeah.
No, that's just when the sun shines anywhere in England, isn't it? You're like, whoa.
Well, yeah.
that's
Everywhere
true,
looks all right when the sun's out.
Yeah, but not everywhere has
It's a
rides
fucking
and that.
illusion.
I'm
Roller
scared of heights,
coasters.
so I don't go on.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, genuinely scared of heights, yeah.
He's moved to
You got
Blackpool.
older brothers dangling downstairs when you're like 3 years old and that.
I thought that'd cure you.
Nah. Hey, you little pussy lad. Dangling there going, it's Friday. Mum's not back till Sunday. I'm just going. Twin brothers just going, pussy. He loves it. I'm just like, Chuck me at deep end when in Pontins as well. So I learned how to swim last year.
Fuck off, really?
Yeah.
Because you're that
Well, you
scared
died
of
to
the
laugh, aren't
water. No.
Yeah, I was
feel you,
swimming
mate.
like that. And like her mum, but like my missus' mum was like recording me. She's got videos on her iPad and she's just going, "Oh God, he's doing really well."
You got armbands on.
And
Did you have armbands on?
no, Jesus Christ, didn't go that far. I think I had one of those like
Noodles?
you know the surf like polystyrene boards.
Yeah.
Pathetic, man.
Hey, but you learned.
I did learn and then I saw swimming. I was like, how
I'm proud of you. You recognised that there was an issue in your life, something you hadn't conquered, and you went out and conquered it. Good for you, man.
Yeah, cheers, man. I wasn't even really asked.
Don't let anyone tell you that.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone tell you that you're a massive pussy that can't swim. Don't let anyone do that.
You got,
They're right, but don't let them tell you.
yeah. It's in my older brothers.
So you got big brothers then, yeah? What's the
2 older brothers, yeah.
age difference then?
So oldest brother's 39.
Yeah.
Second one, he's the big one, so I've got to think fast now. Say it. 35.
Yeah.
Your dad's a shagger, mate. How old are you? Like 24?
Dad walked out when I was 3, mate, so.
Doesn't change my point.
No, we got different
He went
dads.
out to shag more bitches.
No, we
That's
got
it.
no, our older brothers and me in between, we got different dads.
Yeah.
So my mum was the one.
He was the
He was the
shag.
shagger. Love you.
But did you get like fucking terrored, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hang on, how old are you?
I'm 30.
You're 30?
So 9-year age difference between you
He's
and your
30.
oldest brother.
Yeah.
I thought you were like, I said 24 just now.
Did you? Yes.
You are youthful, you know. I thought you were
man.
younger than that.
I still get ID'd.
Do you? Yeah.
Man. And I fume, but then I should be like...
They're just trying to work out where you're from with your fucking complexion.
You got sunburn. Been on the rides.
But you get tired.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Liverpool fan and them 3 United fans. So football was huge in our
Did you
house.
not do that to yourself though?
Yeah. But still, like they make
He
me...
was desperate to be different. He was
Just-
like, you're lunatics, you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm different to you.
I want the stage. They're all like grafters, like, you know, fucking bricklayers and all that, paint decorator, managing a warehouse, and I'm just like...
Do they live in Blackpool as well? Or is it just
No, not just me, yeah.
Is it you moved there to get away from them? Are you happy with
No,
your decision?
they're not even in Manchester.
No.
Like, no, Chorley. Like, we're all originally from Manchester. We lived there till it was about... I lived there till about 7.
Like, you're only your dad that's left, lad.
Oh, yeah. What is this pod?
He's going to cry. I don't think
Charlie,
he got the memo, did he?
No, they all
Cut
live
that.
in Chorley now. Oh. Yeah, they all live in Chorley. Chorley, Lancashire. It's near Preston.
It's the most fucked up thing they did to you.
When they
Sorry to
kidnapped
put
me.
you on the spot.
I feel like he is going to cry.
I'm sad, mate. I live in Blackpool, mate.
I believe you don't go to the roller coasters. It's the best thing about Blackpool.
Yeah, but...
I turn American on me. I'm going, woo! I do.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
Fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's like anything,
yeah!
though.
Come on.
Like, if you had to live there, it's different, innit?
Yeah, it is.
Like, you go anywhere for a day, you're like, oh, this is sound this.
That's it.
But you had the best possible day in Blackpool. You went there, the sun was shining.
Yeah.
You went on the fucking, the
on
sun
the
was
rides.
shining, the tank is clean. But you had the best possible day that you could have there. You
I
were
don't
at the
have to queue
theme
for the
park.
rides.
You didn't have to work. You didn't have to get in the commuter traffic.
I've got a
You
car
imagine
now.
now that you're on your way to work, all the traffic's there, all the kids are off school, so they're in the fucking way, they're being knobheads, and not only that, the waves are crashing against the fucking side of the road. Like,
And when you can't swim,
it's a different day.
and it takes you with it.
It's a different day, that I reckon.
I get it, yeah.
And also, you've got homeless people fuming, wanting to punch your fucking head.
Yeah.
By the
I've
way,
had that.
I genuinely... Are there a lot of homeless people in Blackpool? Because there's lots of homeless people in Blackpool anyway.
Yeah.
More so than most towns.
I wouldn't say.
Oh, yeah.
no,
so
there
I
is.
live in the town
But
centre, so
I was going to
There's
say,
so
between
many.
that McDonald's, the comedy station, there's probably more homeless people
just on that
per
road.
square foot just
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that
Oh,
little
Jesus,
strip.
yeah.
But is that because do all the homeless people move to Blackpool because that's where all the change is?
Oh my God.
I'm genuinely
No.
serious.
That might be the most fucking intelligent thing
I'm
you've
genuinely
ever said.
serious though. Like all the 2p machines, 10p machines, 20p, 50p.
I'd never even thought about that.
You come out of that arcade, you've got fucking
Cup there. Oh,
yeah.
I come out with 2 cups now. 'Cause I'm overflowing.
Lad, I've never even thought about it like that. That makes perfect sense. I was thinking, like, you've not got home, so you go where the seaside, the sun. It's like the holiday destination of the north, innit?
But like
Tourist
you're
attraction.
walking past the homeless guy. Oh, have you got any change? No, sorry, I've not got any change. Well, now you do, mate. That fucking what's it called?
Amusements.
What's the amusement
What's
called?
that
though?
amusement
That main
centre?
one. The main one near
Oh,
near
Coral
the-
Island.
Yeah, fucking Coral Island's there, mate. Now you've got change.
Run into it. That's
Get
what
in there, fucking slide your little £10 in. It'll give you 10 coins, mate. Hook me up.
Dave's like, stop pushing it. I'm like, just watch that security guy. Yeah, no, the homeless is terrible. No, it's definitely bad. Like, because I live in the town centre, so I see it all. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I live like 2 minutes. Like, I can see my work. I can see the train station, and just in and around the town. Like, so
Do you
where
work in the train station?
No, like just trying to get away. Like, is that direct? No, I work at Winter Gardens in Blackpool. It's like where the comedy festival was this weekend.
Oh, sick, yeah.
But the box I work in, I basically it's like admin. Like you're on the computer, you log in stuff, and you have a town radio, and all you hear on the town
radio?
the town radio where you're all linked up. You've got to like in the morning go. Well, I do it because I'm in the box. I let's just go. Good morning, Blackpool Winter Gardens signing in, and they're like, Winter Gardens loud and clear. I'm like, absolutely fantastic.
You could have
You live for
And I'm like, oh, how good was that?
you could have the best game of bogeys ever.
Yeah, true. It would be.
Just very
But the place
just very
is,
slight bogeys. Oh, what was that?
I'm
They're
like,
slightly louder.
That's more your speed, isn't it? Yeah.
she's in Winter Gardens. You see her on camera, but the amount of every single shop, every single day will just literally be on the radio saying they've got names for people because it's the same scallies going in trying to rob stuff. Like the other day,
got nicknames.
There's Crazy Steve.
Yeah, no, near enough, right? Yeah, there's what was it, Mad Jason? Genuinely, honestly, he went
Not to be confused with Nutty J.
just to let you know, Mad Jason's on Church Street. He's approaching TK Maxx. He's just robbed loads of baby clothes, and you look. So I'm on the cameras going, Mad Jason's there. Zoom in, watching him, just going, look at these people, man. Just everyone's fucked in that town, man.
Really?
So do you
Like, 'cause
go-
you don't. I've only ever really seen like you only really see like tourists. It feels like.
No, like weekends more.
People still live there, Liam.
Yeah, well, I'm ignorant
just
to
me.
that.
Just Karl. Is it-
Well, maybe more because I'm in the town centre, so everything's always going on there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I think like on weekends it's more because obviously where I work, there's always festivals on every weekend. There's always like competitions on,
Yeah.
so there's loads of tourists coming in watching. But yeah,
You know a town's in trouble when it's got probably like the most popular Weatherspoons in the entire country.
yeah.
That Weatherspoons in Blackpool
Is it the
fucking.
Central Pier one?
Now I'm thinking of the Velvet Coaster. It's called.
The Velvet Coaster. I think the one in
It's got fucking mezzanine level. It's got like balconies that you can sit out and
it
stuff.
might be. Oh yeah, is that in the is that proper town centre?
It's right by. It's right next to Pleasure Beach. So I went in for the piss.
Yes, I think that's what.
How would you go into the Weatherspoons for the piss? The
'Cause that's where
furthest
the-
toilets ever.
That's where the toilet was.
Yeah, but they're so far away. You could have gone to Fleetwood first before you'd...
No. I mean,
They're
like,
so far away.
no.
I would never look at a Weatherspoons and be like, I'll go for the piss in there. It's a 9-mile hike from the
You
doors
are
to the
right, yeah.
toilets. What
Yeah.
the fuck are you on about?
They had a lift.
Like, where is it?
It was out of order. They had a lift.
Of course it's out of order. Every lift in my building is out of order. And they go, carry them bricks up there. Do it now.
It's your brothers.
Yeah, but I've got an hernia.
I love towns like that though. They are the best gigs. We talked about shit gigs, but like gigs in Blackpool and stuff, they're always fucking because they're just happy to see you.
Yeah,
You had a
like,
fucking good weekend, didn't you, in Blackpool? You were gigging, weren't you?
I didn't gig, but I was like, I basically just introduced Ryan Gleeson from. So
The MC.
I literally MC the MC. That was it. I was like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Blackpool Comedy Festival. Are you ready for a night of comedy, please? Without any further ado, welcome your host and compare, Mr. Ryan Gleeson. And then when he came off stage afterwards, he just went, yeah, you meant to wait for the music to kick in first. I was like, please book me for the comedy station. I really did try my hardest. But the tech guy told me to do it now, so I did it. And then
I hate that when the MC like cunts you off for something like
it was dead. It was like sound with it. Do you know what I mean?
'Cause it was
yeah, but like it don't matter, does it? Like it's happened now. They didn't know what was meant to happen. Like just
No, it
leave
wasn't like an issue where the crowd are like, fuck that up there.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Fucking
Like
hell.
all you've done is draw attention to it.
Because I see Ryan on stage going, where you going? Come back. What, you lean toilet
It's
now?
all your fault, Karl.
Yeah.
Next week, the audience see Karl with 2 cups of change outside the
Yeah.
amusements. Happens to the best of us.
Yes, Matt Jason.
What did he call you? Is what I want to know.
Me.
You must have like some sort of fucking nickname.
I'm not homeless. Confidently like, you're on the streets, you can.
Yeah, it's a serious problem. And,
Should we do some features?
Yeah, I think we need to do some features so that we're not making fun of those in need, Karl.
Yeah, God
Yeah,
forbid.
I've got to go back there. No.
I loved it, mate. I think it's sick.
No, it is like a day out. I guess when you don't live there, or like Aaron was saying, like if you have like certain towns that are just known for like
Yeah.
things, it's just like you go there for a day and you just start buzzing.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
the
I
next
went
day.
with like low expectations too, and I had a fucking
Yeah.
sick time.
Manage your expectations, can't be disappointed.
True. Feature.
Written in the stars.
Right, so
miles away.
we've we got some submissions. One of these has been sent in by a listener. We're going to try and keep these not really heavy like the last ones were.
Fucking hell, yeah. What an
Um,
ending to an episode.
Okay, so like I say, we've had this one sent in by a listener. They want to be kept anonymous, and they're looking for some advice. So this one says, "Hiya lads, looking for some advice. I've got a pal who we won't name. We're both 20 and have been mates for years. Recently I was at his place just having a few drinks and spending the night. Gets to about 1 a.m. and he's pretty tired, so goes to bed. I'm crashing on the sofa, so off he goes, and I finish watching the film and having a couple more cans. A bit of time passes and his sister comes downstairs to get a drink. We get chatting, typical sort of stuff. How's the film? What's it about? Etc. And she asks for a drink. What?
No, it's just
fucking
it's
physical
just-
comedian Karl over here doing his thing.
You good?
Yeah, I'm sweet. I'm
Yeah,
sweet.
Okay, good.
Go on, couple cans.
We get chatting, typical sort of stuff. How's the film? What's it about? Etc. And she asked for a drink. Before I knew it, we were chatting, drinking together, and she's giving me the eyes. She said that she's found me attractive for ages, kisses me, and tells me if the sofa is too uncomfortable, then I know where she is. a woman. His sister is unbelievable. I can actually see myself dating her. We've always gotten along and she's great. I cannot tell you the temptation I had. In the end, I thought I better not and stayed on the sofa. She had left for work before I woke up the next morning. My question is, what do I do here? Do I tell my mate what his sister said to me and hope he's cool with it so I can pursue it? Or is it just not ground I want to be treading on and risk losing a mate? Love the pod, lads. Keep it up.
Well, is he going to tell about kissing her, though?
Yeah, mate.
But
He just said what his sister said to me.
she?
Yeah, I
Didn't
think
she kiss him?
if he does do anything, you say what his sister said to. He tells him what his sister said,
Yeah.
and then gauges the reaction. And if he's got, all right, okay,
Yeah.
oh, and then it goes, and she kissed me. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't lead with the kiss.
I think he's done the right thing there because, like,
What, messing the podcast?
no, I mean, like, I think he's done the right thing by saying, like, no to her. Can you, like, if you fancy this girl and she's like, she's all over you and she's necking you and she's upstairs going, you know where my fucking bedroom is, and you've got the presence of mind to think about your mate and go, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Fucking power
Top man.
Power to you,
yeah.
yeah.
Or
Really good, mate.
on the flip side, what a pussy boy.
Yeah, what a bitch. And his best mate's going, what, you didn't bang her? You're a pussy, you like, fuck off, get out of my house. Stop it on the sofa, my
Can I
house.
ask, how's that fence that you're sitting on, Karl? Is it all right? Got any splinters in your ass? I don't know, man. I get what you're saying,
it
but
seems
also,
childish.
come on, just like you're an Ash in that.
Young
It
as well.
does still
You be aight.
it seems childish, like, done it, like, asking for permission from your mate, because at the end of the day, she's her own person, he's his own person. But I think you've got to respect those sort of things, haven't you? You've got to at least have a conversation.
As an only
It's the
child,
best.
I really don't have much dog in this fight.
Yeah.
And personally, I say just get a wellied, mate. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I
You'll
only
be
have a
fine.
brother, so I wouldn't be asked if anything my mate smashed our jack, to be fair.
Just kizzy from behind.
My other brothers be like, who's that you talking to, lad? Oh, yeah, I really love you, Not anymore. I'll just wait. Well, the best mates as well, aren't they? So
Yeah.
Surely you should want him to be happy.
But isn't that, if you're best mates as well, surely that's the type of guy you want.
Yeah, it's like if I want anyone, if I picture someone with
no,
my
because
sister,
like your
she-
best mates aren't often the best people.
Mine
Just because, right, whatever though, mate.
Oh, yeah, no, I know my mates.
You've
very
got
well.
you're really good mates with what's his fucking name, the army fella.
I'm not naming any of them.
Right, okay. Well, you're really good mates with him.
Yep.
Would you want him to welly like? Jack's a girl.
Yeah. The army fella. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes your mates aren't the best representation of a perfect human.
Yeah.
They're just like-minded people. You could be a fucking wreckhead, thereby your mate is often a wreckhead.
You met that guy one weekend and you've got him nailed, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
and he was actually really calm that weekend, but you just know.
He wasn't. As soon as
instinct, like.
when he threw a ball at me, I got a gauge of who he was. We were playing like water polo in the pool, and he was the only one that was taking it serious, like serious. And he like lobbed the ball at me head, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, do you know what I mean?
Who's that?
Start fronting me over water polo, the most tragic of all the sports.
I'm in the forces, you know.
How many years?
I don't know. I think he does speak to his mate, but I also think he's a fanny for saying. I don't know. Okay, right, different perspective. Were the parents home as well? Because you can't be
Fuck
like
that, lad. I live with
In
my wife's
bedrooms
mum
in
and dad.
between
I
as
can't
well.
even think about parents being at home. It's just got to be ignored.
But like you can't be going upstairs and like wellying it.
Parents on this side,
Everyone's home.
brothers on that side. He's like, oh,
Says who?
He's on top.
you know, sounds your brother up. What, your parents here as well? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's been. I don't know. I think he's probably right for not.
Gimp.
Yeah.
It's so it
is,
could, but then at the
Speak to him
on the
sure,
opposite
but-
side though as well. You're like, she's her own person and she's allowed to fucking shag who she
What
wants.
age is the sister?
Oh,
This
yeah,
is what I like
that's
about the Reddit
interesting,
post. They give you the age of everybody. The submission hasn't. Because if she's like 25, then you go, she's properly her own person.
Yeah.
Like, let her be. But also, if she's 17,
Oh, she's 16. You're like, oh!
I
I'm walking
mean,
to school. I can't be arsed anymore.
if she was 16, I would have gone upstairs. Cut that.
Aaron's gone upstairs. She's coming back on.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends. There's a lot of factors, isn't there? But you have got to speak to the mate, and I think you just go,
Did
yeah.
Harry Potter speak to Ron Weasley before he started smashing his sister?
I've only watched the first two. So.
Oh, spoiler alert there, yeah. Harry started smashing Ron's sister. They got married in the end, so against.
Wow,
Royalists.
thanks for ruining it.
Yeah, oh fuck, it's
So
been
how
out
How far
for
is it
years.
in the film? Though, when he gets to, I'm not going to get to the fourth film and go, I'm only halfway here. Is he getting with her or what? Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's right near the end. To be fair.
Oh, that's sound.
Also, if that's what you're worried about in the film, you
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
it's
missed
like-
the point of the film. I mean, it's like the
fucking
love story's
crux
an
of it, yeah.
aside.
Yeah, but what about no? That was the main thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you betrayed
Voldemort's
your
back.
best mate.
Nah, fucking hell. When's Harry getting his pecker out? Yeah.
It's Becca. He fucking says Becca.
Oh, yeah. I'm just kidding, eh?
Karl, what is the worst thing you've ever done?
The worst thing I've ever done.
Worst thing you've ever done to yourself, somebody else? Worst thing you've ever had happen to you? Anything like that? Tell us.
I remember when I got, I wouldn't say it got shut down because of me, but was it,
The government.
no. I was in uni.
That's not me. I shut it
And,
down.
you're not seen that newspaper article, no? So I was in uni,
Saw an article on Reddit.
and I was in uni, and the flats we lived in, me being me, you know, if you know who I am, just used to like shout stuff out the window and stuff, you know, just
Used
like
to.
you know, just like
Used
saying,
to.
I still do, yeah.
Yeah, what you
My girlfriend wakes up at 3 in the morning, going, "What the fuck?" And I'm just going, "Oh my god, baby, you wanna keep fucking my You get that brown, babe? I'm fucking busy here. Oh my god. Carry on.
Where's she from?
Oh, well, take that on another episode. But yeah, this incident, it was like third year of uni. And I was on like the 13th floor in this block of flats in uni. And I just used to like, because the windows didn't really open a lot. So I just used to shout stuff at people. Like a couple used to like walk past once and they were arguing. I'd just go, "Yeah, shut up, mate." And he'd just go, "Yeah, you what, mate?" Because he couldn't see
And
me.
you'd just
I
be
was just
like,
like, "Yeah,
"Fuck
look at you, mate, pussy. Looking at the wrong window, mate." Stuff like that. But one time, it was like, it was just middle
How good
afternoon.
did it make you feel as well?
Mate, it was great. I was literally like, I'm so glad I'm so high up. He's literally looking at like probably the 4th floor and I'm on the 13th going, "Yeah, I'm up at you, mate. Top off. And I think you're hard in Salford, yeah?" Guys just going, I'll fucking do you, mate. I'm like, "Yeah, you wish I knew what I looked like though, didn't you, mate? Come on." And his wife just going, "Leave it. Fucking leave it." Like that fucking, but yeah, this one time I was just shouting out the window at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday, just going, "Help! Help!" And then my mate joined in. He just went, "Fuck it." He goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Mate, just shout out the window. There's bare people about." But what I realised was opposite.
He just joined in.
Yeah.
Well, he went from "What are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
doing?" to "Help!"
Yeah, he just went, "Yeah, yeah."
That's what I
Oh,
mean. Your best mates aren't a representation of who you want dating. You just-
He was one of my best mates. So he's just going, "Oh," you know, it's going, "Yeah, yeah." Ah. And this woman's looking up. This woman's going, gets her phone out, and me realising, I went, "Oh shit, we're opposite a school as well, like a primary school, and all the parents are waiting for the kids because it's like 3 o'clock."
Oh my God.
So next thing, we're just like, "Oh, it's funny that, wasn't it?" Like, we're just like, you know, chilled out. And then next thing, honestly, about 5 minutes later, 2 police cars with sirens come bombing down the road.
I would fucking shit.
And I just remember just going like, and my mate, the funniest thing was the funniest thing about the whole thing was my mate had his leg broken at the time. And I remember him just looking out the window and seeing the police and he went, "Fuck!" He was trying, and then for some reason in his own head, I went, "Where are you running?" He went, "I've got an ounce of weed under my bed." Fuck. Legging it to his room. And then obviously the police got like parked up and they were chatting to all like the parents, whatever, and the parents were going, like, we're looking out the window going, like that, just going, "Ah!" Start shouting again. And the next thing, the police come in the building and they're basically like knocking on
door to door.
Door to
Got
door.
no choice after you.
Yeah, and we're just like, I'm still finding it funny, me. I'm just like, you know, what's going to happen? And we live with 4 lads, and the 2 other lads, they come out going, "What's going on?" We told them, they're just like, Why? Like, no.
Actual sensible.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you grow up with brothers who fucking terrorise you in it, and you get a bit of freedom. You're like,
That's
I'm
it.
gonna
Yeah, I
fucking
just felt like, yeah,
terrorise
I'm
the
just going to
world.
like, join in. But like, they didn't do a whole like swoop of the building. I think like
Would you though if you were
That's what I
there?
mean, so, yeah, so
How
like,
many floors? How many stories was the building?
It was 15.
Fuck that.
Oh,
yeah,
fucking
fuck
hell.
that.
Yeah,
Door
yeah.
to door, 15
I'd have got
stories.
to 2 max.
Yeah.
5 at a push.
They must have got
Yeah.
about no more than 5. So we
Door
went
number
down.
5. Let's have a check.
So we went downstairs, me and my mate Charlie, with a broken leg, and we got down to the reception. We were just like, "Oh, what's been going on?" And then, calm as anything, the reception's just gone, "Oh, just not bad shouting out the window," you know. And we would have stood there just going, It's fucking Tuesday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like.
You could have started it out though with your mate having the broken leg. You could have been like, my leg's really hurting in my cast.
Yeah, no,
don't know what to do.
But the best
worst case scenario, you would have been sound, I think.
I know they actually had the perfect alibi,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they still didn't think.
But the best thing, because our 2 other friends who wasn't involved, they were just in their separate rooms. Me and my mate looked at each other and went, do you want to say that we just made up a story saying, right, we're going to go back up to the flat and we're going to tell our mates, we're like, fucking police are downstairs, they want to interview us all.
See if they crumble.
Learn your lesson.
No, I'm just...
The tenor continued.
I'm carrying on,
Ride
mate.
this wave,
Yeah,
Charlie.
yeah.
Come on, let's ride this wave.
But what we did, me and Charlie went, right, we'll start arguing as we're getting up to the front door as well. So, it, you know, like we're proper like, you know, fucking kicking off and we're just like, fucking joke this. And like, so we said to them two, like one of the guys going, no, I didn't do anything. I'm not going prison. Like he was fucking like, bless him. He was just like, I'm not going prison.
Crying on the floor.
honestly.
That'd
I was
be
like,
me though. I'd shit myself. I once
Yeah.
rang the police like just to ring them when I was a kid, and
then
then they
hang
ring
up.
back.
Yeah,
and you're like,
like, so we're in the elevator as well, like 13 floors going all the way down, and we're just arguing, and like I'm just like now and again looking at Charlie going, no, fucking your fault, mate. Oh yeah, with your fucking leg trying to play the sympathy card. Yeah. Got outside, and as we got up to reception like that, we're just like, yeah, we're gonna have to talk to the police now. If they were still here, and honestly, both of them like just jumped on me, and I was, I felt bad afterwards because I was just.
then
like,
you didn't need the police because they battered you.
calling back, come back.
I don't know what the worst thing you done there is. I don't know whether the worst thing you did was shouting out the window or the fucking trauma you put your housemates through. This shit themselves.
It was only about 2 months into the contract as well.
I thought you were going to say 2 months ago.
Yeah, still there.
So you said about shouting out the window. That's something I never really did. But I've got a mate who told me that when he was younger, one of his best mates' dad in like their circle was a bit of a nutter, and he used to take them out in the car so that they could just go like shouting out windows, like out the back. And he was like, they'd beg him for it, you know, they'd look forward to it, and they'd go like, say his name's Keith, they'd be like, please Keith, can we go give grief? Can we give grief? That's what they called it, giving grief. Please Keith, will you take us giving grief? Can we go give grief? And they just and there was only one rule that Keith had, and that was not on your own doorstep. So they'd drive a few blocks away, so just drive around and fucking give grief out the window.
He's a noble man, is Keith.
Yeah. Yeah. Like weddings, just shouting shit out there. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking give grief, but
Fucking hell.
it's a certain mentality that though, innit?
Yeah.
Did you ever have like did you ever have a mate whose like parents were like a loose, do you know what I mean? Where you could like get away with shit there?
What, your mates getting
Like
stuff?
when you were kids and you'd like hang out at a mate's house, but there was like one house where you just like sort of.
Where they just didn't care about him.
Yeah, that's why I was bringing
Usually
it up.
my house.
Was it? Yeah, we had a mate whose like house we were always at, and at the time it was like dead cool. But then looking back, I'm like, I probably
There
feel
is
for
like
that kid.
there's a
He did once
There's
go.
a-
He goes, do you want a back massage? Oh, my dad's got this thing. It's amazing. And he pulled out one of them fucking wands. Do you know, those fucking jizz ones.
man.
He was like going. He was going like, do you want to go? It's dead nice. on his back like that.
Oh,
No,
this is-
not on his fanny.
There is like there's a romanticisation of like living in a shithole and stuff. Like our house was always pretty grim, and like the area we lived in was always pretty shit. So you just like my mum was never too fussed. Like we got to have parties and stuff, and like the house would get fucked, but it would just look the same. Do you know what I mean? Like so you just there is a romanticisation of that where you go like, yeah, we used to have parties and stuff, but like fucking you'd always get out of hand. I've spoke about the parties that I had when I was younger on air when it was like
Just who's adding?
like a mum would go away for the night and stuff, and like it's fucking like lads would like start losing their mind and punch holes in doors and shit, and
Yeah, they don't give a fuck who's.
because they're not bothered about what house it is, and
Called
they'd
Called
always
it
because
as
I was
well.
just like, oh look at all my friends at 16, I've got 64 friends, this is great, and they didn't give a fuck about me, they were just fucking wanting to trash the house. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was every weekend.
Aaron's in the window going, help!
That house again. Fuck that. Man, I'm off.
Your kids leaving school. It was a 3 p.m. party. Karl, thanks so much for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. for having me.
Where can people find you?
Find me on Instagram, Karl Porter Comedy. That's Karl with a K. Because I don't like Karl C. Fucking hate that. I get letters in the post saying C Porter, and I say, well, it's not for me. And she's like, well, it's an eviction notice. I was like, well, good luck to him. Because it's not me. Who the fuck's that?
You know. Lovely stuff. So Instagram, are you on Twitter and stuff?
I'm not on Twitter, you know.
No, I hate Twitter. I've got like fucking 700 followers on it. We don't use it.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate you. Give us 3 things that you hate.
I hate people who speak loudly on the phone when they walk past you. Fucking irritates me. I hate, honestly, like. But I have a theory, like, they're not on the phone to anyone. They just want you to like look at them and go.
Think they've got mates and
yeah.
I've been there. I've pretended to do that so I don't look awkward in like a fucking public place. Yeah.
Just as you walk past, you go because that makes you look.
No. When I'm stood there, we've all done it where you get your phone out, you pretend to text.
Yeah,
in a lift or something.
Maybe
you
just
in a
get your phone out and pretend you're reading Twitter when in reality you're not taking in any information. You're just hoping they're not looking at you.
Yeah. And they lean over and go, "Your battery's dead." Oh yeah. No, like because I had it a lot. Like where I live, where I grew up, we used to like play footy on the field with all my mates, and then you'd have like a girl like would walk past, like you could see her in the distance, like you know, you can't hear her whatsoever. You know what I mean? You just think, oh, that fucking Catherine's here, the fucking, you know, like one of the Karens or something. Just like that mess, that absolute fucking wet lettuce is like walking towards us. And she walked past, and as soon as she gets near her, she just starts going, yeah, well, you fucking said that anyway. What, do you want to fucking go to you? And because I said the theory about they're not on the phone. Yeah, sorry about that. Because I have that theory about they're not actually on the phone to someone. I remember one time she walked past, my mate's like hid in a bush, and when she walked past, they went behind her, took the phone, and they went, no one even on it.
Oh,
fucking
called her out on it.
Yeah. So
your mate's still the dickhead though. I'd still.
Yeah. He started running. He was like, "Oh, fucking chasing me!" I was like, "It's 5 versus 4. Get back on the pitch." But yeah,
need a sub. Get a sub.
Yeah, I hate it. Just sit there and just think, "Oh,
lovely stuff." 2 more.
What else do I hate? I hate guys who are like 7-8 stone who go to the gym. And they have that posture of that,
like the alien in Men in Black.
Because the big lad.
Alien in
no, they're not big. That's the point.
No, I know.
Oh, what's he called? The alien? What, the cockroach?
Yeah, got the little paunch.
A man came in here earlier. A dead man means the world to me. I like it back.
That's a really good impression.
Just got that.
I've genuinely never seen it. I just
never seen it.
Have you not seen it?
Sugar, water, in water. Your skin is hanging off your bones. Oh yeah. Is that better? That's a good film.
It is a good film.
No idea what you're talking about. Yeah. I believe you.
Watch Men in Black. Yeah, just like
anything you want to plug. Watch Men in Black.
Men in Black now, not the second one.
Bolchinian.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like you look like a gimp. Like, you're not intimidating. You're not hard. It's just like just come into the gym, walk normal. And do your workout and go.
I've noticed like fellas in our office who are like quite like athletic, like muscular, like they do go to the gym, but they kind of hold themselves in a weird way.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think it's like showing off these fellas. I think they might have been like they've done the fucking back in from the way they've been lifted. Oh, do you know what I mean? It looks like your posture. You look like you fucked your posture.
It's like the same posture though. It's just the same like that, and then they'll just like now and again go.
Oh, he's feeling this, getting them chest gains.
That's literally me in the gym.
That's literally me as well, mate. I've just started.
It's me in toilet gym when
I've just started going. I've just weightlifted and I come away and I'm just like, fucking kiss that bicep to me, missus. I just feel like I'm a fucking hench.
Who you married to?
Yeah.
Next day like that.
That's like a direct quote. She's like, you're knocking me sick.
Next day you're just like, I can't even bend my arms.
One more.
What else do I hate?
Did you tell him that there's no context with these?
No. It's a weird one, this, but like when you get meal deals, yeah. You know the bags of crisps you get?
Yeah.
It's like half air.
Yeah. Do you know why that is though? I hated that as well, and I used to complain about that until some fucking like Microsoft paperclip gave me the information as to why. It's just to keep them fresh. Without that air,
it
would all be shit in there.
It's just disappointing when you get your favourite.
It's annoying though. I am
showing it. You're like,
hey.
That's fucking hefty. That what?
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then you open it and you go, yes.
You just smell that gas because it's the most fucking flavour you're going to get.
How many you got? I just smell last one. You buy one. Don't ask for mine. Yeah.
Karl, thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much for having me.
No worries.
Watch Men in Black.